Why are they so cheap? Well, I'm talking about Ursula's Return, Rise of the Floodborn, and Into the Inklings, and maybe even a couple other booster boxes, but why these ones specifically? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first couple are that it's not in rotation anymore, so unless you're playing Infinity format, a lot of these cards you can't really play with competitively, and on top of that, they're older. And when it comes to a content creation perspective, that plays a lot into the hype of a lot of card sets. And if people are not interested in watching people rip these packs, then that's actually going to take a hit on the value of these packs. Next is the value of the enchanteds. There's not really many enchanteds from these three sets that can carry the cost of the booster box. If you know that, hey, I'm going to rip a $150 booster box for a chance to get a $50 card, you're generally not going to want to buy a booster box and just buy the single up front, because it's just not going to make sense, especially for a set that's not really sought after. The only exception to this rule is the first chapter, and that's because it's the first chapter. People want the first of anything. It's going to be much more collectible. But as you collect more Lorcana, you'll realize that earlier sets tend to drop in value drastically. On release, you'll see them at around MSRP, sometimes maybe slightly above, and then you'll see it drop dramatically. For example, Whispers in the Well is about $100 right now, and you can find it pretty consistently for that price. Shimmering Skies, I've seen many times for $80 a booster box. Reign of Jafar, $80 a booster box. The only set I can see not dropping this low is probably Fabled, and that's because of the iconic Mickey and Minnie. How sought after the top chase cards are of a set will play a big factor in how long that set retains its value. If the iconic Mickey and Minnie end up being forgotten in a couple of years, then you can expect Fabled booster boxes to not be that expensive either. But a lot of people in the community have kind of established that Fabled and First Chapter are going to be the two most collectible booster boxes of Lorcana thus far.